Hey folks, Ariel over here with a bunch of little clips of elk that I've seen over the end of fall and into winter. This first little bit, you can see there wasn't snow on the ground yet when I got to watch this little band wade through the stream in the tall willows, which makes it hard to see them. But I didn't have quite enough clips to make it its own video, because they weren't in sight for that long. Plus, I was really busy and didn't get to it. So anyway, I'm combining them with a much bigger band that I saw more recently, which I also enjoyed getting to watch for a while. Like normal, I love getting to see the wild scenes of the amazing critters that live in our mountainous area of Wyoming here, and to share with you whenever they stay visible long enough for me to get them on camera. So this is going into fall. Most of the animals you're looking at here are cows, which is what a female is called, and calves. Most of the calves are fairly large right now. Right there in the middle is one pretty good sized bull. He's a pretty big herd bull in this first batch, and they were just making their way through the brush and away from the water and up into the woods. In the next bunch of footage, you'll see there's a much, much larger band of animals, almost all cows and calves. There's one calf in there that's really, really small. It looks like it was probably born pretty late compared to most of this year's calf crop. So hopefully it makes the winter. But overall, all the animals are looking healthy and, plenty of meat on their bones and such going into winter, which is good to see. And also in the next bunch of clips, you will get to hear some of a sound of a bunch of calves crying for their mothers. I'm not sure. I've almost never heard that much noise out of that many calves at once. I'm not sure if something had spooked the herd and they had gotten kind of separated from each other and they were trying to get back together, or because it was hunting season, if somebody had possibly killed some mothers and there's some calves still looking for them. But it was kind of interesting to see. I've heard calves call, but usually only one at a time, not this many, this consistently. So that's just a little interesting thing to note. And I also always get questions about what about the animals that look like they have collars on them? Are these tame animals? These are not. They are wild. Various wildlife groups get permission to put radio tracking collars on them to theoretically learn more about their migration patterns and where they go and what they do. I always personally feel kind of sorry for any of the critters that have a giant heavy radio transmission collar bolted around their neck. They always tend to look more scruffy than everyone else, and often the most sickly. I wonder if there's a connection there, but anyway, that's what the collars are on the handful that you see have collars. These are wild, free-roaming elk. Elk will sometimes travel hundreds of miles in a year, and they're not in any kind of pen or contained in any way. Hope you guys enjoy watching the wild things like I do. folks, Ariel over here. I have always been fascinated about how a camera works almost like a time machine, giving me the ability to share with you little glimpses of wildlife and nature that I'm surrounded by that many folks will never get a chance to see in person. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you're interested in checking out more of my photography or getting your own prints, canvases, aluminum art for your own walls, check out the links below. Have a lovely day.